Ladies and gentlemen, and Asbo escapees, there are many such amongst my acolytes. It is such a pleasure, a great pleasure, once again, for you to have me amongst you, like some god parachuted into your midst from one of Prince Andrew's fleet of frisky-winged choppers. This evening, for your delectation, and at the express request of Michael Glover, that brutish undersea editorial mechanism which continues to propel the Bow Wow shop along to some as yet thrillingly unrecognizable destination. I shall be reading a wide selection of verses from my collected poems of 732 pages in the Octavo. Not the book in its entirety, you'll be disappointed to learn, but a damn good gobbet just the same. So difficult for me to choose from amongst so many thousand upon thousand of poems that I've written. They all pull at my voluminous skirts, saying, "Mama, darling Mama, please choose me. Please favor me. I am more beautiful than all the poxy rest." Ah, my poems, they make such demands upon me, especially before I've written them. They're like fields of wheat, or to be more imagistically particular, great fleshy ears of ripening corn, a bristle in the wind, bowing before the wind, stretching against the ancestral acres of Swaledale, until they reach the unfathomable abyss of the North Sea, where they swim and they swim so madly gay. Some, alas, do not swim at all. They drown into the full depths of themselves, only to re-emerge years later, utterly transmogrified. Some even emerge back to front, horribly swollen, like some Darwinian impossibility. Those ones I have loosely categorized for the sake of convenience as modernist. Yet choose I must a few, a very few, very, very few, from among the teeming, clamorous many. After all, I cannot expect you to sit here till Sunday, though you yourself may wish to do so. When I asked that gorgeous niggard, Michael Glover, whether he would consider feeding and washing us for 96 hours on the trot, he carefully laid aside his brimming flute of Bollinger and spewed quite speedily into an ice bucket. Frankly, there's no possibility of an extended performance, and so if you did want one of those, leave now, go on, what are you waiting for? I jest, of course. Who in his right mind would wish to absent himself from such a performance as this one? I shall read from amongst the 600 or so that I might have read. They're all much of a muchness, to be perfectly frank. Genius is genius, no matter on what level you choose to operate. Whether from the murky depths of some rat-infested basement in Clapham, or the gleaming, posh-friendly penthouse of some club in Mayfair, a great resonant poem is always the same poem, no matter what the crack into which it may have been stuffed. Now here is the first one, fresh plucked from my deep velour hat of velour. How I love that word, velour, velour, velour. It caresses so winningly the back of the throat. almost as if about to seize and strangulate. The poem itself is a lament for the passing of a dear, sometime friend. I refer, of course, to that fizzing amber Jeroboam of pure outrage, Amelia Fanhart, with whom I used to crawl the bars of Soho when the mood ratcheted us up. Oh, those hours of intense, booze-fueled hyperactivity at the Colony, in the company of Muriel and Francis, that greasy little Dauber, with his nasty leathers and the pastiche Elvis lick. How we loved to hate him when the champagne and the vomit flowed in just about equal measure. Oh, those dear, gone days, days of such shameful heroics. And here is the poem at last. It is called Lament for Amelia, which is pretty well what you might have expected given its subject. Lament for Amelia, lately come and so soon gone, Amelia Fanhart, late toast of the salon. Hair piled beehive high, feet prinkishly small, such a boon that she'd been born at all. Amelia Earhart, but poetess to Roger the Regent, lately bedded down in timely fashion, pure fabrication from toe to top knot. What a grind of a damsel, freakish little termagant. Lately come and so soon gone. Oh, how we loved you, Amelia Fanhart. In box as stout as the legs within, 4 great men groaned to carry her out. Oh, farewell, Amelia. God speed thee thitherwards. Lotus flowers for luncheon, candy floss for breakfast. When you all chose me to be the People's Poet Laureatesse, the poetess of all your hearts, that choice cannot have been an easy one for you. There were many other contenders with their sweaty, drooling jowls, all straining and rattling at the gate, desperately clutching at their reams of unutterable nonsense. Oh, I tell you, it was not an easy choice for that rattled bunch over there at the palace, either, but just between the two of us, I give not a mouse's fart for their opinions. They have no opinions. They are walking ventilator shafts, horribly, horribly rusty. This poem is not one of those bad, unruly ones. This poem is one of my crowning glories, one of the longest and most resplendent plumes in my heterogeneous literary headgear. Sophia, she who sits behind me, brings out the best in all my ecstasies. Landscapes unfurl the gentle remembrance of toaded bells. Life itself is a kind of hell. Sophia, she who plays with my smile, has happened upon a certain way of knowing the batting of eyelids, extensions of the fingers, nothing else lingers. Sophia, she who caught my image, eludes me ceaselessly on every corner. I take my dowsing rod, I go to find her. Oh, disabling nativity of December.